Companies like Deloitte are leading the AI charge, turning tools like Google's Gemini Enterprise into engines of innovation and efficiency for its customers. Gopal Srinivasan of Deloitte is joining me now to talk about some of the ROI his customers are seeing. Gopal, thanks so much for joining me today.
Andrea, it's a real pleasure. It's an exciting time, and I'm never one to say no to discussing this topic. Thanks for having me.
Gopal, Google recently made some big announcements around its AI portfolio, specifically around Gemini Enterprise. Can you tell me a little bit about some successful use cases you've seen? Because you've been working with this offering at Deloitte for about a year, right?
That's exactly right, Andrea. We've been using Gemini Enterprise for nearly a year when it was still in private preview, and then as it went into general availability. We've also been using it as a customer of Google, deploying it within Deloitte, as well as with both Google and our customers externally. So I'll speak to both of those. Broadly across both sets of users, let me begin with external customers. A few examples of how we've deployed agents for our customers within Gemini Enterprises. Within the finance function, we have an invoice validation agent in accounts payable that significantly accelerates the validation of incoming invoices before they are approved for payment. Within the IT organization, we have use cases where we are helping users significantly reduce the time to get support on technical issues or order a new device as their eligibility allows them to get new devices. Within the marketing function, we have agents that can go across the campaign life cycle from generating a campaign brief to delivering a hyper-personalized campaign. Within Deloitte, we're using agents with our account teams, which allows our account teams to get customer insights about our clients. It allows us to get information on upcoming meetings, so it can generate pitch documents and briefs that we use to prepare before going for a customer meeting. We can also get engagement financials to understand how the economics of various engagements we are doing for any given client is going.
Yeah, I mean, listening to all of those verticals that you've been able to have success is very enlightening. The next question I wanted to ask you about is, how does Gemini Enterprise differ from other vendor solutions on the market?
That is a terrific question because if you look at the market, it's AI everywhere, and customers are quite frankly quite confused as to what any solution means. Everyone is pitching AI, and how should I really think about the solutions I'm looking to adopt? And if you look at Gemini Enterprise, I'll take a step back in terms of pointing the lens to the future. But what that actually translates to is that's the one surface through which you can invoke, interact, and collaborate with all AI. That is Google's first party AI models, Gemini for your general interaction, VO and Imagen for generative media, Notebook LM for essentially drawing on all the vast repositories of knowledge that you may have within the organization as well as within your personal repositories. All of those workflows can be simplified using Gemini Enterprise. It also allows users to build low-code agents on their own, or you can have your developers build full code agents that can be made available across the organization. So it's really the one place you can go to and the single front door to use all AI capability within an organization. That really sets it apart from many other solutions that do very specific things. But this one provides that one place you can go to. So you don't have to struggle with, do I go to X for doing this, another solution to do something else, which is often a productivity drainer. With this, you go to one place, Gemini Enterprise, and you get access to all the AI that your organization is making available to you.
So you talked a little bit about those custom-built agents Deloitte is investing in. Can you talk a little bit more, dig a little bit deeper into how they integrate with Gemini Enterprise?
Absolutely. So over the last 6 odd months, we've built out what we call Agent Fleet. As the name suggests, it's our fleet of agents that are specialized in different domains. This can be vertical agents or functional agents. At this point, we've built well over 300 agents. You'll find many of them on the Google Cloud Agent Marketplace as well. If you go to financial services, we have a single agent that can be the front end for all onboarding of customers. Usually, that's a very cumbersome paper oriented process where customers have to submit several documents. Those all have to be reviewed by different teams. And there's a lot of back and forth and can take 3 to 4 weeks in order for the onboarding to be complete. And with this agent, that agent can act as a simple front door, ingest everything that the customer is providing, orchestrated to different sub agents that are specialized in either, say, a KYC or know your customer, or reviewing your the say address proof that you may have provided, and so on and so forth, and complete all the tasks that require to be done in a third of the time.
Thank you for sharing that. The one piece that I feel like has been a theme throughout our entire conversation is this idea of simplification, out of the box solutions. For those of us who lived through the Internet of Things era, why is that so important when we're talking to customers about something conceptual like AI or even connected devices?
Again, that's a wonderful question, Andrea. I think sometimes we lose sight of the fact that technology is a means to an end and not the end itself. And we tend to get caught up in how the technology is doing wonderful new things and how cool things are. We have to keep a lens to what problem are we solving. At the end of the day, everyone in an organization has a job to do, they have tasks to perform. And you have to point the technology at solving that problem or helping a user do their work in a better way. And I think that is the most critical thing that we have to keep our eyes on. That it's a tool in your hands. It's certainly a more powerful tool than anything we've had before. But don't lose sight of how you're going to apply the tool to solve a problem.
I think that's a really great lesson to land on, and I really appreciate your time with me today, Gopal. Thank you so much.
It's been a real pleasure chatting with you, Andrea.
Absolutely. And for all of you watching, if you want to learn more about Gemini Enterprise, you can go to the website on your screen.